Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to our debate. My name is Sophia Mitchell, and today we will discuss the American economy. I am joined by our two guests, James Anderson and William Turner. Let's begin. James, how would you describe the current state of the American economy?
The American economy is strong in some areas but facing challenges in others. Job growth has been steady, and the stock market has performed well. However, inflation remains a concern, and many people are struggling with the rising cost of living. The government is working on policies to manage these issues.
William, do you think inflation is the biggest problem for the economy right now?
Yes, inflation is a big issue. Prices for food, housing, and gas have gone up, making life harder for many Americans. The Federal Reserve has raised interest rates to slow inflation, but this also makes borrowing money more expensive. It's a difficult balance, and the government has to be careful with its decisions.
Some people say that the job market is still strong. James, do you think that helps the economy?
Yes, a strong job market is good for the economy. When people have jobs, they can spend money, which helps businesses grow. But wages have not increased as fast as prices, so even with a job, some people still struggle to afford basic needs.
Thank you both for your thoughts. Let's continue our discussion.
One major concern is the national debt. The US government spends more than it earns, leading to borrowing. While this helps in difficult times, too much debt can weaken the economy in the long run. If borrowing continues, future generations may face higher taxes or budget cuts.
James, do you think government spending is too high?
Government spending is necessary for things like infrastructure, healthcare, and education. But if spending is too high, it can lead to inflation and more debt. The challenge is to invest wisely without making the economy unstable. Some believe cutting unnecessary programs could help.
William, how does government debt affect everyday people?
When debt grows, the government may raise taxes or reduce public services. Interest rates could also rise, making loans and mortgages more expensive. Businesses might struggle, leading to fewer jobs. People feel the effects in their daily lives.
These are important issues. Let's keep exploring them.
Another key issue is trade. The U.S. economy depends on trade with other countries, but tariffs and supply chain problems have made things harder. Some industries benefit from protectionist policies, while others suffer from higher costs. Finding the right balance is difficult.
William, do you think international trade helps or hurts the American economy?
Trade is important because it allows businesses to sell products worldwide. It also gives consumers access to cheaper goods. But if trade deals are unfair, American companies can struggle to compete. The government needs to make sure trade policies support both workers and businesses.
James, how do trade policies affect American jobs?
Trade policies can create jobs in some industries and reduce jobs in others. For example, if the U.S. imports more goods, local manufacturers may lose business. But if exports grow, companies can expand and hire more workers. The key is to have fair agreements that benefit the country as a whole.
Trade is clearly a big part of the economy. Let's continue.
Another area that impacts the economy is technology. As technology improves, industries like healthcare, finance, and manufacturing are changing. While new technology can increase productivity, it can also lead to job loss as machines and software replace human workers.
James, do you think technology is more of a benefit or a challenge for the economy?
Technology brings great benefits, like making processes faster and more efficient. However, it also requires workers to have new skills. People who don't have these skills may lose their jobs, and the gap between skilled and unskilled workers is growing. This is something the economy needs to address.
William, do you think the government should do more to help workers adjust to new technology?
Yes, the government can play a big role in helping people learn new skills. Investing in education and training programs will help workers keep up with changes. This could include online courses or vocational training to prepare people for new job opportunities in tech-focused industries.
It's clear that technology is reshaping many parts of the economy. Let's explore this further.
One of the biggest questions about the economy is the role of taxes. Taxes fund government programs like healthcare, education, and infrastructure. But there's always debate about whether taxes are too high or too low. Some believe higher taxes on the wealthy could help reduce inequality, while others argue that lower taxes stimulate economic growth.
William, what is your opinion on taxes and their impact on the economy?
Taxes are necessary, but the level is important. High taxes can discourage people from working harder or starting businesses. On the other hand, low taxes might reduce the funds needed for public services. It's about finding the right balance, ensuring the economy grows while providing essential services.
James, do you think cutting taxes is a good solution for economic growth?
Cutting taxes can encourage people to spend and invest more, which could help the economy. But if taxes are too low, the government may not have enough money to invest in important areas like education and healthcare. It's a delicate balance that requires careful planning.
Taxes are certainly a major topic of debate. Let's continue the conversation.
Another important factor is the housing market. The price of homes has risen in many parts of the US, making it difficult for people to buy or rent affordable homes. High housing costs can also affect the overall economy, as people have less money to spend on other things.
James, how do rising housing costs impact the economy?
Rising housing costs can limit consumer spending. When people spend more on rent or mortgages, they have less money for other products or services. This can slow down the economy. Additionally, high housing costs can make it harder for young people to start their lives or for families to grow.
William, do you think the government should do more to make housing more affordable?
Yes, the government can help by investing in affordable housing projects and offering incentives for developers to build low-cost homes. This would help reduce the pressure on renters and buyers. It's important to make housing affordable for everyone to ensure the economy remains strong.
The housing market plays a big role in economic health. Let's move on to the next point.
One final issue we should address is the future of the economy. As the world changes, the U.S. economy will face new challenges like climate change, energy demands, and global competition. How the country adapts to these changes will shape its economic future.
William, what do you think the future holds for the American economy?
The future of the US economy depends on how well it adapts to global changes. If the country invests in green energy, innovation, and education, it can continue to grow. But challenges like climate change and economic inequality must be addressed to ensure long-term stability.
James, do you think the U.S. will continue to be a global economic leader in the coming years?
Yes, but the U.S. will need to stay ahead by embracing new technologies and policies that support innovation. Global competition is fierce, especially from countries like China. But by focusing on education, technology, and sustainability, the U.S. can maintain its position as a global leader.
Thank you both for your insights today. This was a thought-provoking discussion on the American economy. Goodbye, everyone.